Are you tired of being average? Sick of being outwitted by others? Well, hold on to your seats because today we're going to unleash the power of Stoicism to help you outsmart everyone. Chapter 1, Embrace the Indifference. The first tactic, my fellow Stoics, is the art of embracing indifference. Imagine yourself walking down the bustling streets of ancient Rome, surrounded by people from all walks of life. Suddenly, someone hurls an insult your way. What do? Do you let anger consume you? No. You stand tall, wear a confident smile, and let that insult bounce off you like a pebble against a mighty fortress. Why, you may ask? Because, my friends, you understand the power of indifference. The Stoics taught us that external events, including insults, have no inherent power over us. It is our perception and reaction to these events that truly matter. By embracing indifference, we rise above the petty games of ego and maintain control over our emotions. Now, let me share a quote from the great Stoic philosopher Epictetus. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. These words hold profound wisdom. The insult thrown at you is merely a reflection of the other person's internal struggles, their own insecurities projected onto you. By realizing this, you free yourself from their power. But how do we achieve this level of indifference in practice? It begins with understanding that insults are like arrows shot from a distance. They can only harm you if you allow them to penetrate your emotional armor. Embrace the understanding that you have control over your own reactions and emotions. Picture the insults as a gust of wind passing through the trees. The trees stand tall and unwavering, unaffected by the fleeting breeze. Similarly, you, my fellow Stoic, stand tall in the face of insults, unaffected by their words. Now let's add a touch of history to truly understand the power of indifference. In ancient Rome, Stoicism was embraced by emperors, generals, and philosophers alike. They faced countless challenges, including betrayal, political strife, and even threats to their lives. Yet they remained calm and composed, embracing indifference as a shield against the chaos of the world. Take the great Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, who wrote in his Meditations, "If you are pained by external things, it is not they that disturb you, but your judgment of them. And it is in your power to wipe out that judgment now." These words echo through the ages, reminding us to detach ourselves from the opinions and judgments of others. So, my fellow Stoics, embrace indifference with a smile, knowing that the insults hurled your way hold no power over your inner peace. Rise above the noise, for you are a Stoic warrior, unshakable and unwavering in the face of adversity. Chapter 2, The Power of Negative Visualization. Negative visualization is like a mental exercise that allows us to confront our fears head-on. It's not about wallowing in negativity, but rather about preparing ourselves for the challenges that life may throw our way. So let's take a closer look at this powerful Stoic tool. Negative visualization finds its roots in the ancient philosophy of Stoicism, practiced by great minds like Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius. These wise Stoics recognize that the mind is a powerful tool and that preparing for adversity can help us navigate life's uncertainties with grace and resilience. As the great Roman emperor, Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." These words encapsulate the essence of negative visualization, the realization that true power lies within us. Now, let's talk about fear. We all experience it at some point in our lives. Fear can paralyze us, hinder our progress, and prevent us from taking risks. But what if we could use fear as a catalyst for growth? Negative visualization allows us to confront our deepest fears in the safe confines of our minds, enabling us to develop mental fortitude and courage. Close your eyes and imagine this scenario. You're about to give a crucial presentation, and your mind is filled with anxiety. But instead of succumbing to the fear, you take a moment to visualize the worst-case scenario. You envision stumbling over your words, the audience staring blankly, and a wave of embarrassment washing over you. As you confront this imagined catastrophe, something remarkable happens. You realize that even in the face of failure, life goes on. By embracing the worst-case scenario, you strip away its power over you. Suddenly, the fear loses its grip, and you feel a newfound sense of calm and confidence. So, my fellow Stoics, embrace the power of negative visualization. Use it as a tool to face your fears, prepare for challenges, and cultivate gratitude. Remember, it's not about dwelling in negativity, but about harnessing the strength of your mind. By envisioning the worst, you empower yourself to conquer the best that life has to offer. Chapter 3, adopt the amor fati mindset. Picture this, my fellow warriors of Stoicism. You've just failed in a project. The world seems to be crashing down around you, but hold on a second. Instead of wallowing in self-pity, it's time to embrace that failure with open arms. Yes, embrace it like a long-lost lover. Why? Because by accepting and embracing your failures, you transform them into stepping stones towards greatness. Let me share a quote from the great Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius, who once said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Embrace that obstacle, my friends, for it holds the key to your growth and evolution. But wait, there's more. Let's take a quick trip back in time to the days of ancient Rome. Imagine standing amidst the ruins of the Colosseum, a symbol of grandeur and power. Now imagine the gladiators who fought within those walls. They didn't shy away from danger or pain. No, they embraced it. They knew that by facing death in the arena, they could conquer their fear and become legends. So, my fellow Stoics, when life throws rejection, failure, or hardship your way, don't cower in fear. Embrace it like those fearless gladiators. Embrace it as if you have chosen it yourself. By doing so, you regain control over your emotions, your actions, and your destiny. Remember, the obstacle is not something to be avoided or feared. It is the very path that leads you to greatness. Embrace it, my friends, and let it fuel the fire within you. Channel that energy into your pursuits and watch as you rise above the rest. Chapter 4, practice memento mori. Close your eyes and transport yourself to a dimly lit room. The air is heavy with anticipation as you take a seat at a grand table. Around you, you see the fruits of your labor, awards, trophies, and accomplishments adorning the walls. But what catches your attention is the presence of a solemn skull resting upon the table in front of you. Now pause for a moment and reflect on the significance of this haunting image. The skull serves as a constant reminder of our mortality, a symbol of the inevitable end that awaits us all. It is a stark reminder that life is fragile, and each passing moment is a precious gift we must not squander. Throughout history, great minds and Stoic philosophers have embraced the practice of memento mori. The phrase itself, derived from Latin, translates to "remember that you must die." It is a powerful call to action, urging us to confront our mortality head-on and live each day as if it were our last. In ancient Rome, the Stoic philosopher Seneca wrote, "Let us prepare our minds as if we'd come to the very end of life. Let us postpone nothing. Let us balance life's books each day." The one who puts the finishing touches on their life each day is never short of time. The practice of memento mori invites us to reflect on the impermanence of life, the fleeting nature of our existence. It pushes us to acknowledge that our time on this earth is limited and that we must make the most of it. By embracing our mortality, we are compelled to seize the day, to pursue our passions, and to live with a sense of urgency. Imagine waking up each morning greeted by the sight of that skull, reminding you to make every moment count. It is a powerful motivator, urging you to shed the fears and doubts that hold you back. Embrace the reality of death, for it is in confronting our mortality that we find the strength to truly live. Remember, my friend, that life is not infinite, but the impact we leave behind can be. Memento mori challenges us to leave a lasting legacy, to make a difference in the lives of others. By acknowledging our mortality, we gain a heightened sense of purpose and a drive to make each day meaningful. Chapter 5, cultivate inner virtues. Stoicism teaches us that true strength lies in the cultivation of our inner virtues. It is not enough to merely possess these virtues. We must actively develop and embody them. So, my fellow Stoics, let's explore the magnificent virtues that will transform you into an unstoppable force. Firstly, courage. my friends, is the cornerstone of a Stoic warrior. It is the audacity to face our fears head-on and push through adversity. As the great Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare, it is because we do not dare that they are difficult." Embrace courage, embrace discomfort, and watch as your resilience grows. Secondly, wisdom. It is the guiding light that illuminates our path. It is the ability to discern what is truly important and make wise decisions. As Epictetus, another renowned Stoic philosopher, wisely remarked, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." Seek knowledge, question assumptions, and let wisdom be your compass in a chaotic world. And lastly, justice, the virtue that upholds fairness and righteousness. The Stoics believed in living a life in harmony with the natural order of the universe. As Marcus Aurelius, the revered Roman emperor and Stoic, once said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Embrace justice, treat others with fairness, and let your actions reflect the noble principles you hold. Let's take a trip back in time, shall we? In ancient Greece and Rome, Stoicism was a philosophy embraced by emperors, generals, and great thinkers alike. Think of the legendary Roman emperor Marcus Aurelius, who faced countless challenges during his reign, yet remained steadfast in his Stoic principles. He cultivated inner virtues not only for personal growth, but also to lead with wisdom and fairness. Chapter 6. Live in accordance with nature. Living in accordance with nature, the pinnacle of Stoic wisdom. To truly grasp this concept, we must understand our place in the grand scheme of the universe. Imagine standing on the edge of a vast ocean, the waves crashing against the shore. You, my friend, are like a single drop in that vast expanse of water. As the great Stoic emperor Marcus Aurelius once said, "Everything is interwoven and the web is holy." These words remind us that we are not separate from nature, but an integral part of it. By aligning our desires and actions with the natural order of things, we tap into the harmony and wisdom that exists within the universe itself. To further understand this concept, let's take a brief detour into the realm of Daoism. In ancient China, the Taoists believed in the concept of Wu Wei, which can be translated as effortless action or non-doing. This philosophy taught that by aligning ourselves with the natural flow of the universe, we could achieve a state of effortless harmony. Lao Tzu, a prominent figure in Taoism, once said, "Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished." This quote encapsulates the idea that when we let go of resistance and surrender to the natural currents of life, we find peace and achieve great things. Returning to Stoicism, we find inspiration in the concept of the Stoic sage. The sage is the embodiment of living in accordance with nature, a paragon of virtue and wisdom. While none of us may ever fully reach sagehood, we can strive to align our lives with the principles of the sage. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, once said, "Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within our control and some things are not." This quote reminds us to focus on what we can control, which is our own thoughts, actions, and attitudes, rather than wasting energy on things beyond our influence. And there you have it, my fellow Stoics. 6 powerful tactics to outsmart everyone and achieve success. Remember, each of these tactics is like a weapon in your arsenal. Wield them with confidence and watch as you rise above the rest. Now go out there and conquer the world, my Stoic warriors.